journey because of who you're dating. I think it had a lot to do with the person I was dating, the people around me. They were making me believe like, oh, you're never going to be a wife if you do this, or you're never going to do this, or you'll never be accepted if you don't change this and certain things. And I knew I had to change certain things in my life, but yeah, like I'm still Alexis. Like you guys knew me as Alexis Sky from the beginning this way. So I get it. People could be disappointed in things, but this is part of life. This is part of growing pains. This is part of just whatever it is. There's a lot of people in my ear at that time, and I was going through a major identity crisis, and I was literally going through like different shifts and changes, and I just didn't know what and where I wanted to be and what I wanted to do, and I just was really confused. And it's just what it was. And not confused about God, because my God is always going to be my God. I wasn't confused about God. I was just confused on, was I ready to just make certain shifts in my life? Was I ready for this? Like, imagine living your life a certain way every day, and then boom, you just wake up and change everything. Wearing revealing clothes was, I didn't want to do those things anymore because somebody was in my ear. I'm not going to even say who. It could have been family, relationships, friends. It was people in my ear telling me. And I was really sitting there thinking to myself, like, maybe I do dress like this. Maybe I am like too naked, or maybe but this is how I became who I am. Like, so why would I change that? You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't fully ready to change, and I was allowing other people to dictate my decisions. And once I really just like snapped out of it, I was like, no, because even when I was doing, in y'all's eyes, the right thing, it was still wrong. So anyway, profiting off of God is impossible. That was impossible in my life, because at the end of the day, I gave up so much. And I was like, okay, think about it. You giving up something that you are, your livelihood and how you survive. What else did y'all want me to do? Like, okay, if I'm walking in this season, why not?
That's Alexis Sky basically discussing her Christian walk, her spiritual journey, and I do feel like she's backpedaling in a little bit of a way. However, let's jump into it, right? So Alexis Sky started her spiritual journey about a year or so ago, where she's like, hey, she denounced certain things, denounced partying, denounced basically drinking a lot. So she's only drinking wine here or there. She's not going to dress in a vulgar way because she loves God, and this, and the third. And I personally think she was making a lot of positive changes when she was doing that. Now here's a complete 180 and a shift away from that, where she's basically blaming everything and saying, hey, the reason why I did what I did was because of who I was dating. That rubs me the wrong way, because we are in some way, shape, or form playing with God in a little bit of a way, right? Because it's like, were you genuine in those things that you said when you created the journal and you were getting to know God? Were you genuine in those things? Or are you blaming everything on someone else, and you only did those things to get validation from someone who was close to you, and you needed his validation because you were in a relationship with him? What is the reason why you did those things, right? But then on the other hand, being a Christian woman myself, I understand the battles that we go through, right? And I do love the fact that she said she knows her God and she loves God, and nothing is going to change that, because that means that in some way, shape, or form, even though she may have had some confusion about the way she wanted to go about her Christian journey, she still is rooted in Christ. And I feel like that part of it I can still appreciate. Now, as a Christian, we all have that thing where a lot of noise is on the outside. You shouldn't wear this, you shouldn't do this. And it comes from, I think, a lot of place of a place of judgment, where people want to tell you what to and what not to do as a Christian. But at the end of the day, your walk is your walk. As long as Alexis Sky is still saying, look, I'm still on this journey, and I didn't just placate a Christian, and I didn't just do this for validation from a man. If Alexis Sky can say that, then keep walking on your journey. But the way in which she explained it, like, the people was just getting in my ear, telling me all this stuff. That's why I was changing all of this stuff, blah, blah. Like, girl, you sat up there and said that you were making these changes because God wanted you to. So you can't backtrack now. You know what I mean? So do you feel like it was God, or do you feel like it was the people? And I do get it. I do get, like I said before, that people, Christians, they can be very, very loud, but God's voice is very, very soft, and you have to kind of listen for his direction. So I am going to give her a little bit of a pass on this one, because I can get how the walk with Christ can be tainted by others. And when you do jump into Christianity, when you do jump into knowing God, you see people doing it a certain type of way, and you kind of want to do it the way that they're doing it. But it's your walk and your journey, and you move at your pace, because when judgment day come, and when it's time for you to meet God, all these other people won't be with you. It's going to be you and God. You going to look at him, he going to look at you. And what are we doing today, Alexis Sky? So I just feel like at the end of the day, Alexis Sky should really, you know, find what she wants to do as it relates to her Christian journey and just do it, and no backpedaling and blaming others for something really amazing that you were doing, because that transition is really amazing and you can do the transition in your own way, and don't let others tell you that you cannot. All right, but that's how I'm feeling about this whole thing. Share your thoughts and comments about what she said, and we'll chat next time. Laters.